Hey kids, thanks for joining us today on the internet. We're here at Fire Station 2. I'm Lieutenant Damhof, joined with Firefighter Lande. Firefighter Lande's driving Engine 2 today, and he's going to show us all about it, every single compartment and everything there is to need to know. What do you say? Are you ready? What's in this one? This is another compartment, isn't it? Oh wow, lots of stuff.
More fun stuff.
What do you do with this?
Ladder. This is a big, we call this our little giant for obvious reasons. And this maybe we can use this for lots of different reasons, but maybe we need to get in somebody's attic to investigate something.
How do we use it?
Well, you can push those two buttons together, and then there's little levers here that let you extend it.
So you can make it taller or shorter.
Yep, taller or shorter, and it works really well for that. Notice how clean it is. We clean our ladders.
That's a very clean ladder.
Yep, we clean our ladders.
How often do they get cleaned?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Even on leap years?
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot of cleaning.
That's why it moves really well.
How about the rest of this stuff? What is all this stuff for?
Well,
This looks interesting.
Yeah, this is what we call a ground monitor, and we hook a 2.5-inch hose to that, and then we put either this or these nozzles on the end of it, and we can spray a lot of water in a little bit of time. And they have little feet on them, and they're supposed to kind of dig into the ground to keep it from moving, because it's a lot of water pressure and it wants to move that.
Like this?
Yep.
And it looks like these are different sizes. Can these come off?
Yep.
Yeah, do you spray your friends with these?
You could, but it would probably hurt. It's a lot of water and a lot of pressure.
How much water is it?
I think this would probably be about 350 gallons a minute. It could potentially put out if we had the right amount of water coming into the pump.
Well, how many gallons are in a bathtub?
In a bathtub? I don't know, maybe 50.
Wow, so that's like 5 bathtubs in a minute.
Yeah, could be.
I'm really good at math. There's some other stuff in here too. I don't know what it is. Do you? Here's a backpack.
Yep.
We got some hose in here, it looks like.
That is an air hose that we can hook up to the engine if the compressor is running, and we can say we're in a really dusty environment, and we can blow the dust or blow the insulation off of us when we come out, or we're in a hazardous materials scene and we can decontaminate ourselves. This here is a strainer. This gets hooked up to a hard suction line. We don't use this very often. But that is to keep, we would fill a huge bathtub and put this off the end of our hard suction, and this sits on the bottom to keep it from picking up all the junk, say there's rocks or dirt or something in the bottom.
No, we don't use this very often, do we?
No, we don't. Nope.
Why don't we use it very often?
Well, because we don't need this because we have hydrants in the city of Ames.
Oh.
The only time that we would use that is maybe if we were out in the country and we were assisting a neighboring department and they didn't have hydrants, they would bring a big tender truck and they fill a big tank. That's when we would use that. We would suck out of that tank. So we do not use it very often just because within the city of Ames we have a lot of hydrants. We don't need them.
Pretty neat. Well, this looks pretty fancy. What does this say?
It says dial 911.
Why do you dial 911?
Well, if you have an emergency,
Like what?
maybe you see smoke coming from your neighbor's house, or maybe from your house,
Oh yeah?
or maybe
What if someone got hurt or was really sick?
Yeah, if your mother or father or brother or sister got hurt, they fell off a ladder, they were sick and couldn't respond to you, then you would call 911.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
And then, is there something behind here? Oh my goodness, look at all that stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Man, what is it all? What you got? What are these for?
These are
Ductiles.
fans. These are positive pressure fans. One is powered by gas and one is electric. They're very handy. We use them a lot.
What do we use them for?
A lot of times we use them to get rid of smoke in somebody's house, whether it be from cooking or somebody had a small fire in their kitchen.
So if we put the fire out and we want to get rid of the smoke,
Yep.
we open the windows and then we just turn the knobs here till
Yep.
it spins.
Yep, we flip the switch on, we plug it in, we flip the switch on, and this controls how fast it goes. That
Very
one,
neat.
this electric one is really handy.
Cool. Well, this looks pretty fancy. What's this thing here?
Yeah, this is a chainsaw.
What do you use the chainsaw for?
Well, for cutting storm debris, or you could use it. You could use it maybe on a car accident. This has a very special blade on it with carbide tips on the chain. It's called a bullet chain. It's supposed to cut metal, and
Does it cut wood?
it will.
Does it cut metal?
Yep, it will. Yes.
How about concrete?
Not concrete, bro.
No? Yeah, what's
This-
that for that you got your hand on it?
This
Oh,
is-
now it comes off.
That's just to protect the chain and probably the user too. It just kind of keeps it protected while we're storing it.
What's in here?
Yeah, that's a special pre-mix that we use. We put this in our small engines, and it's got the gas and the oil already mixed. So then we just have to dump it right into the saw.
How about all these drugs that say oil dry? What's in here?
We use those for, if we have a car accident and there's oil and antifreeze all over the place, we use those and we soak up all the liquids to keep it from going down the storm sewer running down the street.
Huh. Is it like if a kid gets sick and they puke on the floor when they're in the cafeteria at school and the janitor comes and they have to throw this stuff down?
Similar maybe.
Similar?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to get someone to clean that up for us later. What else?
Well, we have a generator. These are more. This is it's a toolbox to basically work on our fans or work on our chainsaw. More gas. This is an air chisel, and this is a torch.
What do we use the torch for?
Not very much.
Yep. So there's lots of tools and oil dry and oh, look at that.
Yeah.
What are those?
More lights.
More lights.
Emergency lights. These are more spotlights that run off the generator. You turn the generator on, and you flip a switch, and those come on, and they're very, very bright.
Like a giant flashlight.
Yep.
So what is this here on the back of the engine?
This is a ladder.
How does that work?
We use this to get up to the top. There's some more compartments up top with a lot of extra stuff in them. But you would then we can climb up to the top a lot easier and safer.
What's in is this a little compartment right there?
Yep. This compartment has a little tiny ladder in it. We call it an attic ladder. It folds up so we can pull it out and
All right, let's take it off.
take it out. Okay. There you go.
What were you calling this?
That's an attic ladder.
Why is it an attic ladder?
Well, because it's little and narrow and it can fold up and get into even when you unfold it, it's
Well, how do you climb it like this?
well, you have to. Whoa.
Oh, look at
unfold
that. That's like a magic trick.
And
See
then
that?
It locks, and it's got feet.
Oop.
Yep.
And it pinches your fingers.
Yep.
Good job. All right, so then you can use that to climb.
Yeah, get into like a little a scuttle hole or a little attic access. It's
Very
very
neat.
handy. It's very handy. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna put that back. You want me to? then there are
What else is in there?
2 pike poles. Just really long. Not gonna take them out because they're 10 foot and 8 foot long. But they are for pulling down drywall on maybe a really, really tall ceiling.
Sure.
That's it in there.
Okay, what's behind all this?
Okay. Behind here is lots and lots and lots of extra hose.
How much hose is there?
Well, there should be 800 or 600 foot here.
600 foot,
There should be 800 foot here.
800 foot.
Yep. There should be 300 and 250. And then we have some 1.5 and 2.5 inch. These are like pre-made bundles that we could carry into a.
What would we use that for?
Oh, we could use them for just extending a hose line, or we could take them in to a high rise.
Like an apartment building?
Yeah, maybe an apartment building or a dormitory. They have gated Ys on them.
And what does that do?
Well, we could, if we had a 2.5 inch hose coming in here, we could bring water to here, and we have one hose going one way. We can shut this valve and we could add hose later.
So does it make it so you can take a big hose and split it into 2 smaller hoses?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, that's pretty neat. Who would have thought of that?
Okay.
And look, there's another light. See the blue one?
Yep, another blue light, another emergency light.
What are these right here? There's a lot of them, whatever they are.
Yep, that is a directional arrow. So we have a button up front that we push, and we can make this arrow go this way, we can make the arrow go this way, or we can make it flash side to side.
Huh. How about,
That's just to hopefully help cars move one way or the other.
how about this one? What's in here?
Oh, there's ladders in there.
Oh, look at those ladders.
Yeah.
How tall are these ladders?
Well, this big one's 24 foot. This one is this one's a roof ladder. We call it a roof ladder. It's got big hooks on it. This could maybe go over the peak of the roof.
Ah, I see.
Right? And we clean these every Thursday also.
Just like the other one. Yep. Those are some really clean ladders.
Yep. They are.
And then it looks like there's one more in here. What's
Yeah.
this?
There are just this is for our sprinkler bucket. We drain water with it. And there's some other tools, some spare tools. We don't use them that often, so that's where they go.
Oh, hey, look at this. It's like another compartment.
Yep.
There's lots of compartments here. What's
So-
all that?
So this is our hydrant bag, and it has lots of different stuff in it. Wrenches. This is a gate valve. We can put this on the hydrant and close the valve so that we could add another line later if we needed to. This is an adapter to go from stores to threads, or this is to go from stores to 2.5.
Is this the hose you hook to the hydrant?
Yep, those are what we call shorties, and they're like 30 foot long. And we could, if we're close enough to a fire hydrant, we can use these instead of pulling off a big section. These are a lot easier to handle because they get really, really heavy, and they're really heavy when you get water in them.
Why are they so heavy?
Well, because water is heavy.
How much does water weigh?
I believe about 8 pounds per gallon.
Hmm.
So that's quite a bit.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
This looks like something I've seen on other cars. What's this?
Yeah, that's our license plate.
Why do we need a license plate?
Because the state of Iowa tells us we do.
Oh,
And actually, we just replaced it. Our other one was getting really, really bad and it was kind of getting corroded, so we got a brand new one. So,
can fire trucks go faster than the speed limit?
technically, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Technically, they can, yes.
Do fire trucks get tickets for speeding from the police officers?
No, but the police officer would prefer if we drove in a safe manner.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
why?
good question.
Why is the color like this, where it's got kind of a triangle shaped, or a chevron, you may call it?
Yeah. Well, this is all reflective, so this is so that any vehicle from behind can see us. We're very visible, I guess I could say.
How about this? What does this do?
Well,
That's a fun sound.
that's an outlet, and that works when we turn our generator on. We can plug into that, and that's what we have, those pigtails that I told you about.
Okay.
We plug into that, and then we can run tools or a light or something off the back.
Pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Well, how neat is that?
We use it quite a bit.
Well, what else is back here that's so neat? Oh, that's pretty neat. Well, that's kind of neat. Well, that's pretty neat. Who would have thought of that? Well, that's pretty neat. Can you tell me about... Well, that's pretty neat.
It's very neat, yes.
This is pretty neat.
That
Pretty
one.
neat.
Yep. Then we
Neat.
hook these.
Well, that's more neat stuff. Pretty neat.